Hello my scrappy friends, it is Jess here from the Scrappy Sisters and thank you for joining me for a Kidaholics Kits design team layout. So I started this layout by vaguely checking where I wanted my papers to go and drawing a little line with a grey lead so I knew where to put my stenciling. So I am using the Storyteller stencil from Vicki Boutin and rubbing that through with the white chalk mousse, which is just beautiful. It is a little bit stiff to scoop out of the tub, but it goes on like butter and it is just gorgeous. I then also pulled this little mini stencil from my stash. It doesn't have any branding on it, but I'm pretty sure I actually got it from a kit with Steph, but I have been getting kits from Kidaholic Kits from a million years now, so who would know? And this time I am using the gold crackle. It is beautiful too. Again, it is a little bit stiff to pull out of the tub, but once you have it onto the end of your tool of choice, I am using a Novu spatula. It just goes on beautifully. So I am going to leave that to dry and I do come back. Oh, sorry, splatters. I'm using Faded Jeans, Tim Holtz Distress inks, and then some gold. Then I am going to leave that to dry and I do come back the next day. So this is the sort of design that I'm going with this particular layout. It's that kind of, I don't even know what you'd call it, where the paper is askew and just kind of 3/4 of the page goes on. I don't know, just follow along and you'll understand in a moment. So I cut off a section of that beautiful blue paper because it's going to peek through underneath. And then I have the rest of this part is going to be covered with that really fun yellow paper. I do realize later that I put it on the wrong way in terms of the direction that the pattern goes, but I can't take it off. I try. Look, no, it's stuck. Okay, we're rolling with it. If I got to do it again, I would have had it with the pattern going up and down, not left to right. But anyway, all's well that ends well. So then I'm going to use a pen to add a little bit of a doodly border. This just adds a little bit of fun to it. I did contemplate getting out my sewing machine, but sometimes you just want to create. You don't want to keep stopping and starting to do things. And for me, my sewing machine is not set up, so I'd have to get it out and plug it in and thread the needle and all of those things. And it just makes the creating process not flow. Because I was on a roll. I wanted to be flowing. I did not. I just got my pen and did a doodly border instead, and it works. I'm happy with the way it shows up. I am now cutting off that excess paper so that I can pop that back in my stash and use on a different layout. I'm just following along where the original white 12x12 is so I can cut that beautifully. I absolutely could have cut it with a trimmer, but I didn't. I just cut it by hand. And I cut off the branding strip in the process. So there is my base. So this is my base 12x12 now. I've got my little bit of mixed media in the background. It's got my two pattern papers, and this is where my photos are going to go. Now, little did I know that my camera stopped recording. So I have completed this layout. My camera gave me the nice, beautiful warning sign that said I have no storage left. But of course, I didn't look up and check the camera, and I have already completed this beautiful piece. So you can see that I did lots of layers underneath the photo there. Lots of piling on of the ephemera bits. I used lots of tags and those sort of sentiment pieces that came in the Rosie Studio collection, and I just tried to pile up 3 clusters onto my page. I did call this the Easter hunt because that's what the kids are doing. If you look super closely at the photo at the bottom, I even actually cut an original photo in half because I had one photo with only Tom and one photo with only Jack, so I squished them together and I have them both in the same photo. And then that meant I didn't have to have 4 photos on this page, which I quite appreciated. So I really loved the way this one finished off and came together. I think it is so super fun. I love those little clusters with the layered bits of ephemera behind. I covered up most of the sentiments, so you don't even know what they are. They're just pops of color and pops of texture and layer that comes through underneath. I could have sort of bent some tags and added even more texture to the layout, but I kept everything quite flat and simple with this one. I did pull the beautiful butterflies off the Simple Stories sticker sheet, as well as the bulldog clip that I popped up the top as well. I think sticking with the color palette, I've kind of got the blue, the yellow, and then a little bit of the mint showing through. Worked really well. It just kept all those same familiar colors together. I did introduce mint because Thomas is wearing quite a bright mint green t-shirt, and it helped to tie the colors from the photo in along with the colors in the layout. I'm sorry this is such a boring video that you are just staring at a single page. I am going to finish it up now and move over into the close-up photos. Thank you so much for sticking it out. I know that was not the most fun video to watch, but I do appreciate you being here. And I promise we'll be back to our normal scheduled programming next week. I hope you have a really happy, scrappy week, and I will see you all with another layout from this kit next week. Thank you, everyone. Have a happy, scrappy week. Bye.